Well, good afternoon to you. I will say good afternoon because you've been coming down your stair rods the last half an hour, but I can see a bit of glimmer of blue sky out there now. Can't see no airplanes, but really, it's going to be all right. We're supposed to have heavy rain, I think, a bit later on. I can't cut the grass again. It'll be like a meadow out there for now. And there we are. Anyhow, I hope everybody's all right. It's good news every day, isn't it? Every day is good news, and that's all. And it's feeling warmer. My gosh, a lot better now. I'm able to go out in the shed a bit now, muck about, and do a few bits and pieces. Now, I got a little birthday request here that I'd like to say to. I better not say her age, I suppose, but let's say, she was born about 1950. Let's just say about 1950 she was born. Susan Groves. Now, her birthday was on the 15th of February, and I know today's the 16th, and I do apologise for that, but I didn't get the message until late. It didn't come through to me properly, but everybody here, wish you a happy birthday, and I hope you had a lovely day, and stay safe, and it'll be all right. But happy birthday to you, Susan, from all of us, and take care. So that's that one done. So thank you very much. And if anybody wants me to say a few words. Now, if anybody is to listen to me gibbering and jabbering on here now, just doing, because I've been doing this since last March, I think. I've only going to do it for a week or two, but I am enjoying it, I must say. And I'm always trying to find a few stories. But I put a few on what they call YouTube. And if you put in... That's if you want to. If you can't sleep, or if you can sleep and you want to wake up, you want to have a nightmare, put on YouTube and put in Dialect Stories, TJS. I think there's 60 or 70 on there now, I suppose. I'll put a few more on when I get a chance. All right. Now I'm going to do a Herbert Lean here again, Dave. Now this here one's called Goose Fair. Come as in, Mrs. James, and sit down. I got some heaps telly since I see thee last. We went with Druce Fair. Well, poke up the fire and I'll tell you all about it. Now everybody been talking about the fair. Some said London wasn't in it. Others said 'twas that handsome you'd never want to come on again. Richard Henry had been driving us 50 mares about going. So father said, comes on, mother, put us on your new bonnet and let's go fair. All right, I said. When the maybe delay her an egg, and I'll get breakfast for Richard Henry. She'd been cackling a brave long time. Eggs is good for growing boys. Wasn't long for in come Richard Henry carrying egg. Putting in the kettle, I told him. Make his dash or we shan't see no fair. In went the egg. Now, says I, looking upon the clock, 'tis exactly 9 o'clock. Father, you'll have to guess 5 minutes, 'cause Richard Henry been and broke off the big hand. That clock reminds me of a place I used to go on Sundays, where a man with one arm and was only one allowed to take up collection, said Feather. 'Tis time to take out the egg. And mind he doesn't scatten up, Father. Scatten? Dost thee say? Boy, been and brought in a clone one. No wonder people to say to turn after his feather. I'll help you hitch up the donkey, said Richard Henry. No, you went, I said. Who's going to hitch me up? You know I can't get up on my stays. I saw a man want to work up Balmain with me, looking some wished he was. What's matter, said I, aren't he well? No, I aren't, he replied, and to cheer up like, I asked him how his donkey was. Oh, donkey, he's dead, said he. Dead, said I, yeah. How long he been dead? Well, I can't tell exactly, but if he'd lived till next Friday, he'd been dead 3 weeks. Come on, no time for coosin'. I'll sit up front with Feather and Richard Henry can get up behind. Are you all ready? Asked Feather. Give self-starter a whack with a stick. Down went his head and up went his hind legs and over we all went. I can't go, I said. I know I've busted something. Tight fit, we shall be able to go. He's mares about something. Better fit you were between the shafts, I told Feather. We're going up again and one long was up Druce. Feather led the donkey all the way. I was in the shay and Richard Henry run along behind. He's a good donkey, said Feather. But you got to leave him on who's the boss. Let's go up Mooresfield, cried Richard Henry. I can't wait. So we tied self-starter to a lamp-post and soon got shoved along with the crowd. There was hundreds of people stanking around everywhere. What with the bells ringing, organs playing and smoke coming from the engines, Feather said his head was buzzing. Now, where's Richard Henry, says I. We've been and lost our boy. Here he is, over here. Sure enough, there he was, over by a fat man at a stall with hundreds of little goldfish, one in each bowl. Look, said Richard Henry, they're the smallest red herons I've ever seen. Don't these be silly, these aren't red herons. Look more like small pilchards to me. After a good look round, we went up Fair Meadow. People was shoving here and shoving there. Father said 'twas a good place to learn swim, 'cause you was never standing upon your own feet. We got up Fair Meadow and 'twas some handsome. There was a man standing up in front of a show with a row of nearly naked girls, dancing they was. Let's go in see the show. I don't care what it costs, says Feather. No, you won't, I replied. I know men are all alike. Come as on, let's have some and eat. I'm checking for a cup of tea. Oh, there's a nice eating house in 4th Street. Let's go on in there, and in we went. A nice dinner for 3 and a good cup of tea, I ordered. I'll be here again in a minute or 2, said Feather. No, you won't. I don't know what you won't go back again look at that show. Sit us down. Upon that, a man with a little white apron comed up with 3 plates, and 'tis true as I'm sitting here, with 1 teddy on each plate, a diggy piece of beef and 2 or 3 peas. He bowed and asked if we wanted any sweets. Yes, I told him, put us in a few peppermints if you don't mind to. I tell 'ee, we went in that eating house hungry and comed out starving. What about a ride or two? Which do we fancy? Asked Feather. The swing boats or the albios? Oh, the swing boats for me and Richard Henry. But it was some job to get me in. The showman shoved and he shoved. When I got in one side, I tumbled out the other. Well, at last I got in, and the man gave a shove, and down I went through the bottom of the boat. Oh, my dear, I was some bad. Man was in some way too, and got a cup of water for me, and after a while I come round again. Hey, what's the matter, Richard Henry? You're looking as white as a sheet. I'm feeling sick. I ain't going to eat no more limpets. Take me home, take me home. So we caught the next tramcar back Camborne, but Father had to go in again 'cause he forgot the donkey that was tied up to the lamp-post. Well, well, said Mrs. James, what a day. I must be going in now. Better stay and have tea with us now, Richard Henry. It's just come in from school. Thanks very much. Take care.